Good morning from the scooter here outside Thorpe Park in Chertsey, Surrey. Apparently the UK's most thrilling theme park. We've been here a few times before, but we're giving it our first trip of 2025 to see if anything is any different or any better from 2024. This park features the UK's tallest and fastest roller coaster, Hyperia, which is a Mach hypercoaster at over 200 feet, 83 miles an hour in speed. Also an intimate accelerator coaster that's still using the hydraulic launch. That's stealth, 0 to 80 miles an hour in 1.7 or 1.8 seconds. 200-foot top hat. There's a B&M wing coaster. There's a B&M invert. There's a Gerstlauer Eurofighter. There's an Intermin 10 looper. There's plenty to do here. We of course have step-free disabled access today, which we did manage to obtain on the day because there was no advanced ride access pass. So I took a chance, came along, and they provided it with no issues, no problem immediately. That's the shipping container hotel down there.
Guaranteed admissible in a court of law. Stealth.
First ride of the day is going to be Stealth. The intimate accelerator coaster, 0 to 80 mile an hour, 1.8 seconds, 205 feet. Stealth lift. For those with mobility issues, up we go. Apparently we're going to Hyperia now, the UK's tallest and fastest roller coaster, built by Mach Ride of Deutschland, Germany. Yeah, das ist sehr gut. Let's do it. Construction for Fright Nights has begun. 3rd of October to the 2nd of November 2025. Over you go, go on. Over you go, little guy. You can do it. There you go. some shirts for They're doing different colours to represent different things. Life hacker, spiritualist. That's an okay looking hoodie, but like a basic Hyperia t-shirt, how much are we talking here? We're talking, well, who knows? Because the price is just not on there. Oh, the Hyperia Life Hacker hoodie is £55, so the t-shirt's 33 quid. I mean, that's a nicer shirt. I believe all my companions have gone to ride again via the single rider line. Ghost train. Ooh, scary. We're gonna get scared, scary. I've not been on this since it was the Darren Brown abomination, so let's see what this is like, shall we? Spooky. So this is my first time going on this since it was that VR Darren Brown abomination, and somehow it's even more of an abomination. Now, I'm not going to put that down to the actors. The actors themselves did a great job. They are committed, they're all in, they're doing their job. They understand the assignment, although the assignment appears to be an interpretive dance number. I don't understand what I've just witnessed. It's very disjointed. I mean, the little train ride or simulator is okay, it's fun, you do it twice, but my god, what was that? Genuinely, what was that? It was certainly a ride, an experience. I couldn't recommend it, put it that way. If there's a big queue for the ghost train, just skip it. My compatriots are getting lunch in KFC. I'm skipping out on lunch. There's not really anything I can eat here, and this is KFC. Really well themed inside as well. Very busy. There's the other half of the shark. And of course, a way through too. What British theme park would not be complete, especially a Merlin one, without an arcade? Oh, I think Chrissy would like it in here. They got price shop, lots of ticket machines, tons of tickets. I've seen this before. Check that out. Nintendo Switch in there. Whatever that is. I love skee ball. I really love skee ball. Down the clowns. They got a PS5 there, and a Switch, and an Xbox One. These are the big prizes. Don't think you're ever going to win them, but they're there. Let's go take a look in the gift shop, shall we, folks? The Thorpe Park Megastore. Also, the exit for Walking Dead the ride. Yep, Walking Dead the ride. That's a thing here. In the pyramid. It's a really small children's coaster thing to the AMC Walking Dead show. Oh, there's some Hyperia merch. This Nemesis Inferno shirt's pretty nice, actually. I quite like that. Wow, that's a really nice mug. And I do like a mug. But once again, they just stopped putting the prices on things. I'm assuming that's so they can change the price when, you know, demand is higher season or something. Those mugs are not so good. I mean, they're a cool little concept, but they're not so good. Although I do like the I want to play a game socks. I kind of want the I want to play a game socks. Thorpe Park Bears, £8. See, that's not terrible for a little plush. It's not terrible at all. Well, just the Thorpe Park in general snow globes, they're pretty nice. They're £35 for the snow globes. And I've got a feeling that's why there's a big sale sticker in front of the Ghost Train merch, because nobody likes it. I'm not being funny, but that Ghost Train, it was dreadful. And once again, it wasn't the actors' fault. It really wasn't the actors' fault. They were having a great time with their interpretive dance routines. Amazing. But it just wasn't great. It wasn't for me. I'm really sorry. I mean, the idea of the jump scares were basically them slamming their feet on the floor and waving their arms in front of you. I started literally doing the Macarena to try and play along. That's where we were. Okay, we're off to ride Nemesis Inferno, the B&M invert here. It's well over 20 years old. Let's see how it's riding. So this is the ride access pass entry for people with a regular ride access pass, or if you're like me and you've got step 3, you need to go round the volcano. You need to expose the show building behind and go up an elevator. Man, this track's well over 20 years old at this point. She's seen better days. And there is a queue for the step 3 access here. Was the smoothest ride I have had on Nemesis Inferno in years. We're in the back row, which is usually the ricketiest. Tough, headbanging, all of that stuff. Didn't get a single bit of headbanging, not one. Absolutely wonderful, smooth. We flew through the elements. The loop into the 0G roll was absolutely intense. It was great. I've got no qualms at all about that ride. Wow, over 20 years old and still running like that, or they've done something to it to make it run better, because in previous years that's been a headbanger. We're going to go and do the park's S&S Screaming Swing. It's known as Rush. They bought a package of 2 S&S rides here. They bought an S&S Screaming Swing, which is there, and it doesn't really work as well as it used to anymore. And they also bought an S&S Sky Swap, which they called Slammer. They've taken that away now because it broke and they never thought to fix it. But honestly, I think Slammer was better than Rush, but this is a really good ride, so let's go and get on the Screaming Swing. Fright Night's construction once again. It's back. It's back. Stitches. We got evacuated from that, didn't we? So here is guest services underneath the dome, and there's toilets, baby change and lockers as well. And you can sort out any accessibility problems or any problems really over there. So worth checking out if you need to talk to somebody. This beach used to be full of water. Used to be a paddling pool for the kids. There was a slide down the other end there called Wet Wet Wet. Well, it was free water slides, little ones. But it's all gone now, and apparently they're going to turn it into a stage. It's just not worth riding. Blast from my childhood past, the Flying Fish, a Mac-powered coaster, and the only other Mac on resort apart from Hyperia. But for a 13-year-old B&M Wing Coaster, that thing is still as smooth as butter. Really good ride, really relaxing. I really do enjoy it, and it's not at all intense. It's just really calming. It's a really good ride. Hello, I am at Thorpe Park. I am not holding the camera. It is very, very strange, don't you know? Very strange indeed. But no, seriously, we are heading towards the year 2000 Intamin 10 Looper Colossus. It's had partial track replacements over the past few years. Partial. They seem to do a little bit more each year and a bit of a repaint as well. But that's next. Colossus, the 10 Looper. Or as I like to call it, the Thorpe Park Headbanger.
Because it's all on your thighs, it really
For those who don't know, step-free access is through the shop. Quite literally, the shop. It's just called the shop. Well, I have just had to take painkillers after that. That has slammed my head so much that I'm starting to feel a migraine coming on behind my eyes. I'm not joking. I'm going to need to take a few minutes out because that was extremely painful. There's no business that ride being here anymore. It needs to go. It's terrible now. It's just so painful. Otherwise, it's a good ride. But the pain my head is feeling from being slammed about, I just don't think it's worth it at this point.
Okay.
saw the ride, Hyperia and Colossus. That is one mess of track. Man, the landscaping in this park is really good. I'll tell you what is a shame, that Samurai, the park's Mondale Top Scan, is closed. That thing seems to be closed more than it's opening these days. I mean, it is old. It's an old travelling ride from the 90s, and yes, it is a travelling model. It is not a permanent park fixture. That can be put on the back of a truck. And we're back at the Mack Rides Hypercoaster Hyperia for another go. Our second ride of the day. Unfortunately, it's just over far too quickly. For the time being, we are skipping out on Saw the Ride because me and my compatriots really just don't want more headaches. We've been on Colossus already and we've got one. Now this Gerstlauer Eurofighter that they've got here is newer than Colossus, but it gives you more of a headache. So we're skipping out on it for the time being, but we have just been on Hyperia again, and I mean, it's so smooth. It's such an airtime machine, and if you haven't ridden it, I would suggest getting out here to Thorpe Park and trying it out, because it is something completely different, something completely special for the UK. And for those who are of that persuasion, there's a veggie place here. It's called the Veggie Box. It sells veggie food. It seems to have a big box of curly fries within the veggie box. One of my compatriots is of that persuasion. She is a veggie. Now, whether or not you think that's correct, that's not for us to decide. But I'm not judging you. I'm not. Mr. Monkey's Banana Ride's been here since I was about, well, since before I was born, I believe. Here it is, Nemesis Inferno. What people like to call the inferior Nemesis, although they only gets that rap because it's got the Nemesis name attached. If they didn't attach the Nemesis name to it, it would just be a quite good B&M invert. Do not climb on the rocks. It says it right there, see? Double tea party. It is like a teacups, but themed to double. It was themed to PG tips at one point. Now it's double. So you got to play like Snap whilst spinning the cups. Big Easy Boulevard Mardi Gras. Join us and let the good times roll, baby. This area used to be Angry Birds Land. Now it's New Orleans and Big Easy Boulevard, baby. There's a sweet shop over there called Sweet Easy. And of course, as with all Merlin parks, the obligatory, you know, wanting to win, win the big pointless plush. Are you going to be able to get it home in the car? Probably not, but win the big pointless plush anyway. Only £3 a ball, 4 balls for £10, or 10 balls for £20. You might as well just go and buy the plush at £20. Well, we are off to relive our childhood and ride the flying fish. I didn't think I'd be doing this today, but that's what we're doing, the flying fish. Well, we just flew the fish, guys, and I certainly feel like I'm a child again. All of those memories came flooding back. Now, it's not bad. We got 4 laps on it, to be fair. That's pretty good. think their license may have expired? Please contact your license reseller to reactivate, or visit knowledgebase.nowsignage.com and search for license expired. They have a magic carpet ride here. And weirdly, it's tiny, but it's an absolute airtime machine. We're actually right near the end of the day now, and we have to prioritise one more ride, and of course that's got to be a final ride on the UK's tallest and fastest roller coaster, Hyperia. So we're going to go for a third go on that, and then we'll wrap this up. And that's the Eurofighter that we did skip out on today. Okay, that is still the second best coaster in the UK. Absolutely. It is an airtime machine. It is just, it's out of this world. That first drop is out of this world. It is brilliant. Cobra roll. I'm very tired. It's been a very long day. Our third ride on Hyperia, as you just saw, was great. But you know what? I've had a really good day at Thorpe Park today, and I did not book my accessibility in advance. I turned up and I asked for it, and they gave it to me straight away with no issues whatsoever. What I can say is my experience has been positive, my accessible experience has been positive, and we've all had a really good day. I'm very, very, very tired. So, if you've enjoyed it, then please do like, subscribe, all that good stuff. That good stuff. And we will be back with more theme parks, more events, and more very, very soon. So thank you for watching this one, and we will see you again in the next one. Bye for now.